will be analyzing the reading program at Adams Elementary in 4 major components. To get started, we are going to discuss instructional leadership that is seen at the school. Our strong instructional leadership is based off of strong relationships that promotes change between the teachers and the supporting staff and the administration when implementing scientifically based reading research. We have the mantra, the power of we, that bands all teachers together in improving instruction for our students. We involve teachers in the curricular decision-making process in book clubs, content committees, and collaborative and authentic professional development. Another strength is the infrastructure of the principal, curriculum coach, and team of teachers from a variety of grades serving as our leaders to promote literacy and academic effort. And it will support a long-term change, a long-term multi-year literacy and academic effort to promote change. An area of improvement for our instructional leadership team would be to implement curriculum not only on our work days, but keep it at a forefront year-round and long-term planning. And in order to do this, we will be using the IPDM model. The IPDM model, or Iowa Professional Development Model, is going to be used throughout the year. Within this model, staff will be setting goals, establishing a common vision, and creating a curriculum and assessment program using the SBC model. To start, data will be collected, a goal will be set for student learning, content will be selected using the SBC process, and teachers will be supported using Linda Hoyt's Interactive Read Aloud resource, Sonday, and Newsela ELA. This will be an ongoing process throughout the year during PD days, as well as weekly PLC meetings. It will be a forefront focus. Training and learning opportunities, including peer observations and coaching, will support all teachers. Collaboration in PLC with literacy leaders, listening and providing support will be a major focus shift for our team. And ongoing data collection using screening and progress monitoring, and program assessments and short common formative assessments will also be used. And evaluation at the end of the year will be used. We'll be using outcome tests, teacher-parent surveys, and student attitude surveys. The use of assessment data is the second component that we analyzed of our program. The strengths in our assessment program is the team of teachers very well use student data, and they use it as a collaborative discussion tool to create vision statements, goals, and a focus for professional development. The assessments that are used are the 4 main assessments: screening, progress monitoring, diagnostic, and outcome assessments. An area of improvement is that we use ongoing monitoring of reading progress for each student in a variety of ways. These ways should lead to program improvement. One change that we would like to implement is a more use of common formative assessment that is designed and created by the teachers, aligned with student needs and aligned with curriculum. In addition to this, we'd like to involve the students more in the assessment process by using student interest surveys and self-assessments. Another major shift for our PLC groups is to focus on long-term planning as well as data that is gained from common formative assessments, and have this be the focus for our PLC groups as opposed to day-to-day lesson planning. An area of improvement that we have for our assessment is to reduce the emphasis on diagnostic assessments when making individual decisions, and instead focus more the diagnostic testing should focus more on identifying patterns and curriculum gaps. The leadership team will improve the current school-wide program implementation assessment practice by expanding collection to include multiple sources of data. In addition to state assessment results, we would like to add, as seen in the chart to the right, we would like to add teacher questionnaires, student surveys, literacy goals, and focus groups to continue to develop our curriculum. Instructional programs, materials, and approaches is the third component analyzed. A strength is the differentiation that is provided on a daily basis to students using RTI, guided reading models like Daily 5, and use of small groups aligned with student needs. An area of improvement is that our core whole group reading program is not aligned with our training programs, and it is not the most effective when being integrated using this with student needs in mind. So Journey's curriculum, we have determined, does not fit the needs of our school. As a replacement for the Journeys curriculum, we plan to incorporate within the IPDM, or our professional development practice, we plan to incorporate the SBC model to involve teachers in creating a new curriculum. And with this new curriculum, teachers will be creating vision statements, and they will tie end of the year goals based on the standards to the vision statement. And with the end of the year goals, teachers will be developing a pacing guide of the focus skills, and they will be determining instructional strategies to meet these goals, and as well as common formative assessments to help inform their teaching. And this will all be evidence-based teaching. And so at the end of the year, all of the programs will be assessed using DRA and MAPS testing, and findings will be presented to the school. Our final component that we analyze is promoting and encouraging reading. Currently, we have home connections like literacy night, book fair, and resource sharing. An area of improvement, we would like to diversify our classroom libraries to cover various genres and include high-quality children's literature that is accessible to all different types of learners. And to do this, we will use windows, mirrors, and the single story with teachers in a workshop. And in the workshop, teachers will be self-analyzing their own personal culture and how it is represented in children's literature. They will identify books that act as windows and mirrors for themselves and for others, and they will consider single stories of history and consider different perspectives of those. And then based on their research, they will be adding new books to their classroom libraries with a stipend to disrupt single stories and add windows and mirrors for all of our diverse learners. Finally, we would like to improve by incorporating technology and student choice with literacy. We would plan to do this using the Newsela ELA subscription and EPIC subscription, and a balanced use of the technology in the workshop models. Thank you. And for learning more about Adams reading programs.